Hi people, it's Vicky from Bubble and Things. Thank you for joining me, and today we're going to do a very messy fish room tour. Now, I want you to understand that the fish room tour, or the fish room itself, is an absolute pigsty. Mainly because I'm moving things around and altering things, so in order to make things nice, clean, tidy and looking more efficient, things need to get very messy. So here we go. This is obviously the view from the door as you walk in, and we'll go to the first rack, which is one of the racks that are coming down and being moved. I will explain all a little bit later. So as you can see, this tank and this tank have been broken down. That tank wasn't even there when it was running. There was a bigger tank there, but that's been moved over to that rack over there. So, 2 tanks broken down. There's been a lot more broken down out of this room, but they are the only 2 at the moment. Oh, and that little one that hasn't been completely emptied and taken out. No water other than little puddles, but though that one and that one and that one is going. So let's start at the top. I breed bait fish, so up here are my bait fish. The top row is all females and my bottom row here is all males. There are a few more hidden around the corner. But yeah, so these are all the mummies and these are all the daddies, other than a few. I believe that one's a female that I spawned, and that one's a tiny one. I think that's also a female, but I just had two little totes free. As you can see, they all have a sponge filter in there, which is cycled. Believe it or not, you can keep these okay in smaller volumes of water, but I do not recommend this for people that do not understand how to keep water. I will stress this: we keep the water, not the fish. If you can keep good water, you can keep good fish. My opinion, that's it. Okay, as you can see, these totes, in all fairness, are quite long. They just don't look it compared to like a fish tank. So these get water changes done in them at least twice a week. Every single one will get a water change twice a week. Today is not the day for their water change. I do that on a Saturday, and I am recording this on a Thursday because it's quiet and I'm the only one in the house, which is a miracle. But there we go. So these are my betas. Bubble bum. We have a nice red dragon over here, and this is one I bred. She's going to be a lovely blue Siamese, maybe, even though she's backed right off. But mum was a blue. Ooh, scary finger. Mum was a blue Siamese, and this is my yellow Hellboy. Is he? Oh, whoa! Eey, look at the floof. Look at the floof. Are you floofing at me? Are you floofing at me with these snails all over the place? I'm scaring you. I'm sorry. Little floof monsters. Okay. So there are my betas. As you can hear, I have a air pump running the whole entire room. So my air system is up on the ceiling, dropping down. Air lines to each one. Very messy. This is why I'm changing it. Okay, then obviously this shelf is explained. Down here. Oh, I'll tell you what I did forget. These are on. Oh, let me stand. These are on heat mats. So this is how I'm getting these to temperature. And I will show you the thermostat that's running these because it's at the back of this rack. Okay, so horrible close up there, I apologise. So yes, they are all heated. I programmed my thermostat to run at 28, so each one of these totes run anywhere between 28 and 27.5 on an average. Slightly warmer at the top, slightly cooler at the bottom, but that's how we run. Okay, obviously now non-heated. These are my axolotls, very dirty glass. I apologise. Clean the glass, Vicky, clean the glass. Okay, so we have 2 gold albinos in here. We have 2 black melanoids in here and 2 wild types. Some of these will be finding new homes shortly, hopefully, because I'm trying to minimalise my breeding stock because I also breed these. These are ones, the golds are ones I bred and they will be staying because I've purposely kept these back for breeding for next year. But the others will be going because I have these ones. But they're very pretty, very healthy, eating well, pooping well, all is good. So these are now, how old are they? They're under a year, but not by much. I'll have to look in my paperwork at a later date. Now, are you saying hello? Are you saying hello? Yes. Right. Okay. Then we'll go on to this rack. And this rack, as you can see, probably, are some koi. So for those of you that love koi, and it is winter, these are in a tank. These get water changed around twice a week as well. This particular tank is 130, just over 130 litres. It's gone out of focus. There we go. So yeah, these are ones that I'm growing on, so they're nice and healthy. Beautiful, beautiful. Like I said, water changes around twice a week. Depending on the volume of my tanks and depending on what's in there, depends on the water changes. Every tank in this room gets at least a 50% water change once a week. Others get more than that, depending obviously on the volume and what is in the tank. So this particular one, because they are koi, they get at least twice a week water changes. Their water changes I do on a Wednesday. So these were done last night. And then they get done again on a Sunday. That's how I managed to spread those out a bit. Not that I need to be telling you the days, really. And then we have my breeder female axolotls. Hi, baby. Look, clean the glass, Vicky. Clean the glass. Look, they're looking for food. And you got any num-nums for me? Have you got any num-nums? Num-nums? And there's another one looking for num-nums, and she's over the back there completely ignoring my existence. Right, okay, and then in here, can we see? It's very dark. It's very dark. Bear with me and I'll get a light. Okay, light found. So, in here we have some baby Oranda goldfish that I bred myself. The parent fish aren't in here, they're in the tank in my hallway. So, I'll show you those another day. But there they are. There is 10 of them. Very small batch in this one, but in all fairness, new female. So we won't worry about that. So yes, very pretty. Everyone's looking for num-nums. Okay, right, so let's just switch off the torch, because that's something else I need to sort out, which is lights in this room. What else do we have on this rack? This rack is one that's going out of the room, and then the blue rack there is going to be moved to here with more shelves on. So anyway, so I want the full beta system put here, just literally to house betas, and then the big tank at the or a big tank at the bottom, which will be having another species of fishing that I haven't tried before, but we're going to give it a go. The axolotls will be moving out of this room. In here, we have my blue Galaris female killifish. The male is on the other side of the room at the moment, because we are fattening the females up to get all nice and eggy. So they are those. Okay, then in here, we have the storage and stuff. Well, I'll go through that whole system another day. Right, Then up here we had, this is my workstation. So this is where all the messiness mainly happens. So here we have some slightly younger oranders in here. Again, small batch, but you know, these are only a few weeks old now. Well, no, about a month. Yeah, a month. So they were. I collected the eggs and fertilised them on the 1st of the 11th. So there's them. They are due a water change today. So over here we have the mini fridge, which contains what we got in here today. We have brine shrimp eggs. We have bloodworms that I left out from this morning, so I will have to pop them back later. And some prawns for the axolotls for yum-yums later. Microworm culture that needs redoing. Microworm culture that I've pulled out from the darkest depths of my room. Off of a back corner because I need to redo them later. So they are there. Syringes, breeder box. Oh, specials. That's not lunch. That's specials. We will go through this at a later date. Okay, over here, this is another breeded tank that's empty at the moment, sitting, waiting. Phone holder, very important for listening to people. Tape measure, pot. Turkey baster, very important. Very, very, very important. Temperature, marine salt. This is my beta tea solution that I make. Brine shrimp hatcheries are going. Actually, we will turn that off. Oh, wrong way. Because I need to harvest them. Okay, random plant. Torch or light for collecting said brine shrimp. So shall we? Let's turn that on. I can't find the. There it is. Whew, bright light. Okay, that's them going. And then over here, this is an empty tank, all being the fact that I have some corridor eggs that are in there. You can't really see them. I'm sorry. But yeah, these are stir-by corridor eggs that are hatching. Ignore that date. That was an epic foul. But some of these went in yesterday and some went in this morning. So in here, empty tank again, nothing in it, but ready to take on things. Here we have one of my spawns of beta fish that I've just moved down. These are my breeding. These are what I breed my betas in. So yeah, these are all empty now and waiting to be redone, recycled, because the babies have moved from said breeding tanks now into the bigger ones, into the grow outs. So that's one spawn. In here as well we have some red bristlenose placos. The male is in his cave. He's guarding it well, but nothing in there. We have long fins in here. Not that we can see any of them. No. Oh, right. There's one female at the side there. But she's hiding her gorgeousness. So yes, we have baby beta fish here. And we have another spawn of beta fish here. He, on the other hand, can we see? No. Let me get a torch again. Okay. He, on the other hand, is not very happy that I am looking into his cave. Can we see? Can we see? Please? Just a little bit. Oh, see all that floof at the top of the cave? That's all babies. All babies. Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy. He says, sod off. Sod off, woman. Staring at my babies. No, I really don't think you can see them, and I can't really make that any clearer for you. Oh, there. See them all? See them all? With my wobbly hand. Yay, babies! So they will be ready pretty soon. So that's exciting. I will have more baby bristlenose. And then in here, next to my out bucket, this is what I siphon when I'm doing water changes. I siphon the water from the tanks, so they obviously this bucket can move around the room. I siphon it out, and then on the end of this I have a pump that then goes out the window and into the flower bed. So, you know, I'm sure you really wanted to see this, but this is the messy corner. Buckets, pots, contraptions, pipes, all that jazz. Okay, then down here we have my brooder males. I have one more, but that's in another tank at the moment. He's just in there. So, I need to move him and put him back with these two. But yes, so we have my leucistic breeder male, we have my gold albino breeder male, and the other one is a green olive breeder male. So at the moment there's those. And then in here, I'm going to need a torch again. Oh my life. Okay, right, torch is on. So in here we have my black metal laced guppies. See if I can get a better picture for you. So yes, I breed these and I sell them. So wonderful strain. They've not been in this tank that long because of the shift round. They was in one of those empty tanks you saw earlier. But this tank is a bit more, it's on one of the racks that are staying here. So I've moved them to there. As you can see, that this was my labelling. I can remove that later. So yes, this is my black metal laced guppies with some baby albino bristlenose in here as well. So yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, next tank. Ugh, gotta get up off the floor. My knees. My knees. Okay, this one is a tank in progress. As you can see, there's lots of empty sponge filters in here that I'm keeping the cycle on them. So poor Pee-wee. This is Pee-wee. Pee-wee. This is Pee-wee. He keeps my snail population in check. So, but yeah, his tank at the moment is also going to be undergoing a makeover. We're going to make this all nice and planted for him and make it look really pretty. Oh, he just showed the teeth. Showed the teeth, he begs. But yes, at the moment he's babysitting sponge filters and plants that I've just thrown in from other tanks as I was breaking them down. Okay, then down here, get the torch again. Right, these are going to run as soon as I put the light on them, probably. Right, these are due a water change today, which I will be doing in a little bit. But these are my pistos. There's the male. He's not happy. Lots of snails in there. Pee-wee is going to have lots of dinner tonight. So there he is. Whoop, gone. And that's the female. So, and there's the name of those ones. Epistogramma, gold. And then we've got these. Now, these can be very tricky to see, but these are my Mamasteri Epistos. And I can guarantee he is in that cave right there. I can guarantee it. Again, they are on my water change list for today. There is a pair in there, male and female, but they are very, very good at hiding. I don't think they like being on the floor, if I'm being honest. So we are going to have to move them, and they will be being moved. They will indeed. And let's move again. Okay, we'll leave the torch on then. Right, this is a rack that is being moved. This is in the centre of the room. This rack was my fry grow out system. So I had a similar, I had the same pots as I did with the, which are all over there, having their bottoms painted. We're painting them bottoms black and the back black, because that's how I'm going to run my beta system now. With black bottoms, no gravel, easier to clean, super. So, but these are actually the ones that was off of this rack. So this rack at the moment is a complete mess. We have lots of food everywhere, koi food, things for spawning mops, jars for when I have to jar the betas when they get older. I think it's sitting, no it's not, I've already taken down the heat mat off this shelf. These are just plopped here. So at the moment, this is where my blue Glarus male killifish is. So where is he? Oh, I see him. He's right at the back. He's hiding. He'll pop out in a minute. Okay. And then we have my wild beta in there. Or beta in there, sorry. and another wild in there, which is a future breeding project. The females are on that top rack. Let me just grab the torch, and then we can see, because this particular one is very pretty. Oh, let's see if we can see this. Oh, there's my blue glass. Let's go around this side. There he is. Not happy because he's been segregated from his ladies. He's not happy. But he'll be going back tonight. Or maybe tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. And then he'll really colour up and give us all the shinies back. But at the moment he's playing I'm so depressed and lonely. Woe is me. Woe is me in my life. Okay, let's see if we can see him now. There he is, look, right at the back. Look at the prettiness. Ah, so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Okay, right, anyway. More toot, empty tank, ready to be moved. This whole rack system is going to be going on that wall, right there. So when that one moves over, the silver rack's going to go up there, and then I'll resort out my fry rack, which will be nice, because, you know, I didn't expect to get the stir-by corridors to breed for me at the moment. So, you know, poof. Right, carrying on. We have 3 more koi down here. The light around this corner is terrible. I apologise. Again, this is something else I want to sort out. And they're not happy because they're looking at me like, what are you doing? You weird woman. You've already fed us. Why are you pointing that thing in my face? Go away. Go away. This is my dehumidifier. And down here, let me get the torch again. Because like I said, the lighting is terrible. I want to put proper lights on all my racks, but that is going to be quite expensive. So, okay, here we have my Gengarubra guppies, my breeding group that I also sell. So very, very pretty. More like a wild strain, or yeah, more like a wild strain. But they are very, very pretty. If I could get you a close up on a male, so there he is. Look at those males. I just quite like them. They're not the most colourful guppies in the world, but I quite like them. And they are in there again with more baby bristlenose growing out. Oh, they've come to say hi. There's my Goromo. It's the bravest one out of the group. In this tank anyway. I don't understand what you're doing, woman. Why are you kneeling on the floor? It's never a good sign. And you don't have food. What are you doing? Okay, I like narrating for my fish. It's funny. Okay, right, and here we don't need a torch very much on this tank. This tank is my 24 karat gold guppy group. Again, I breed and sell. And these are in here with my breeding group of stir-by corridor. Yes, I know, another rule, probably I'm breaking. You will find I do this quite a bit. Mine are on gravel. And I'm not saying that people are not wrong by keeping them, but as you can see from that one back there, ooh, you can see past the bloody snails, digging away quite happily in the gravel. Nothing wrong with said barbels, no infection. So me personally have not found a problem with keeping stir-bys on gravel, but I can understand how the abrasions and things like that can happen. And a quick note, they do breed in here. I did pull the eggs. They generally, put that down, they generally like to lay eggs around this area on the side panel, on the front panel, and on this corner. I do get a good ratio of fertilized eggs, but not always 100%, because some people will say that if stir-bys lay eggs, then they're all fertile. I've found not. it's like everything. It's your opinion, how things run. That's it. I have read these many times before in the past. As you can see from the empty tanks, I had a lot more strains of different catfish and live bearers and you name it. I've bred rams, lots of different things, but I've decided that I want to cut the volume of tanks down in my house. Because I'm finding that I'm specifically drawn to certain types, i.e. for instance these 3 strains of guppies that I've showed you are my favourite ones and they'll be the ones that stay in. But I am more interested in the betas. I like my killifish that I want to get more into, and there's other types of fish that I want to get more into, hence why the room is changing. And obviously, as you can tell, there is going to be this summer a koi thing going on outside, but for now these ones are inside so I can grow them out because it's warmer. There is koi outside at the moment in pools. I will show you those another day, mainly because it is very cold outside. I don't want to make this video horrendously long for people. This is going to be the first video I'm uploading, so please be nice. And I will show you, and I'll show you as I'm going along and how I'm expanding on what we're planning to do. I haven't kept koi for some years now. I had a koi pond back at my old house, but we moved to this one when we moved to this. We moved into Lincolnshire about coming up 4 years ago now, and obviously I haven't had a koi pond here. The koi that I had down there, some of them stayed in the pond that I had there, and some of them I gave away to a friend that had a much bigger koi pond than I did. So that's where they went, and I've come to decide, me and my partner, that we'd like to get back into the koi, and so that's going to be happening this spring and summer. So you can follow me on my adventures there. So as you can see, this rack is also under building. We have the beta pots up there, or the beta totes up there, that have been painted. They're nice and dry now, so then I'll be setting up that rack with the heat pad on, moving the fish up once they're set, and then working on this shelf. And then there's going to be a little thing here as well for betas next to this tank, and then we're going to have the big beta system over there as well with the other rack. Oh, I said I was going to show you my thermostat. So this is my very dusty thermostat. So as you can see, I have it set for 28.5, and at the moment the tank that my heating element is in for this particular system is reading 28.4, 28.5, yeah, and it's fluctuating. It does that a little bit. It depends. I think it's because I've got it too close to the little sponge filter, so I need to move that when I do it. But it is set for this. So this is its set temperature, and that is the temperature that it's at the moment. And they are on reptile heat mats. So yeah, you can see the cable, and that runs all the way along the shelf. And as you can see, I have little pieces of cardboard in between so they don't flare at each other too much. So this is Daddy to one of the group. He's a very pretty koi. He's got the umpy grumps. I think he's ate too much bloodworm this morning. You got grumpies. You got the grumpies. Let's see if we can get you two to flare. Pull that out. Are they going to flare for us? He's having a nap. Oh, there we go. This is one I bred, and he is one I bred as well. So, and these are actually the two daddies to the two spawns over there. Are we going to have a floof war? We are having a floof war. Yes, floof warring. Let's see if we can see you floof warring. Yes, floof wars. I take their cards out every day for around 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how much time I've got, so they can get their exercise. Whoa. They've already been exercised today, which is probably why they're a bit knackered. So we're just going to pop this back in. He's giving you a wonderful display. If he'd come closer and the light was better, he would look absolutely gorgeous. Are you yes, there's the floof. There's the floof. This is go away. I'm not happy. I've had my exercise. Leave me alone. I'm not happy. Okay, so there is the fish room in all of its glory and all of its messiness. So I hope that you will continue. Oh, yeah, pipes for siphoning. So like this one would be for a more direct siphon. And I've got fry pipes, thicker pipes, depending on how much water I want taken out and how quickly I want the flow to go. Step ladder, because I'm short, what can I say? And more pipes for more cleaning and exiting water. This is what I actually use for fry when they're very, very tiny. That way then no one gets sucked up and yuckiness. Okay, so anyway, hope you join me in my journey. Come back and have a look, and I will see you shortly. Our next one will be, I'll take you outside and we'll have a look at the koi outside and the muddy and the coldness that is the koi area at the moment, or will be koi area. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Bye.